Yeah, guys, I'm back, But some baby, I'm back again. You know what time it is? Straight off. I'm better pound better. Now, I'm back again. Yes, guys, I'm back. Big Ken, I see you. So I went for a few minutes break, and I'm glad I'm back. Let's tap on the screens. Let's have a discussion. Today, I want us to discuss about this borderless Africa thing now, Mashas, Today I've been discussing about it since morning. And then I want you to also air your view. I don't want to be I am one-sided. Listen very carefully. I am one-sided with my opinion on the borderless Africa thing. But today on my live stream, I don't want to be one-sided for the sake of the live stream. But I am one-sided. I know my stand when it comes to borderless Africa. But today, let's just have a normal conversation. I've seen one guy who is also advocating for the borderless Africa thing. And then he has gone to do research on Google. He has gone to research about the positive aspect of borderless Africa. And then he has put it up on his platform right now. They are on live. Guys, let's tap on the screens. He has put in the positive parts. He has put in the picture on his screen. And he's talking about it, thinking is educating the people on the reason why they need a borderless Africa. So today, like I said, I just want to be a layman. I don't want to pick side. Let's also use the same Google search, and then let's look at the positive impact of the borderless Africa. And then from the positive impact, we also look at the negative. When we look at the positive impact, we also look at the negative impact of the borderless Africa. And then I and you, let's decide. Because I know in everything there is positive and there is negative. And then before you get yourself into something, you know that what you are getting yourself into, there is positive and there is negative. Before you get yourself, Miss Jazz, I see you, Miss Jazz. Before you get yourself into something, you know there is the positive part of it and there is a negative part of it. So you weigh the positivity and the negativity, and then you assess it yourself. Is this something positive I can get myself into? Then you get yourself into. Miss Jazz, thank you so much. If it is not positive and it's negative, you assess yourself. Although this thing is negative, does it worth the risk? Should I get myself involved amidst the negativities that is surrounding it? Would it worth the risk? At the end, am I going to regret, or at the end, am I going to be like, it was worth the risk? Now, let me go straight. Today, I'm not waiting for anyone. I've been on live since morning. I just want to go straight with my submission. Now, look at the, let me start with the positive side. Oh, I don't think you guys can see this thing. Okay, this Miss Jazz, thank you. Yeah, Miss Jazz about Miss Ketuo. That's the Odogu Madam. That's Odogu. Nigerians, if you people you don't know Odogu, this is Odogu Madam. Miss Jazz. Now, guys, listen. This is the positive aspect of a borderless Africa. Now, I want you to pay attention to both the positive and negative, and then you yourself, you think about it, and then you decide if you think it is something we should be focusing on as Ghanaians at the moment. Now, these are the key positive aspects. Number one is economic growth and trade. Eliminating border restriction is expected to significantly increase intra-African trade. Currently, only 14.9% to 18%, and strengthen the African Continental Free Trade Area, AFCTA. Miss Jazz, thank you. It allows for the creation of a massive unified market of over 1.3 billion people. reducing dependency on external non-African markets. Miss Jazz, Gamishra, may that say? Gamishra Bebre, Miss Jazz, thank you so much. Now, the second positive focus. What bo misiketu me da focus? Ade me kasa ba no akwa bo misiketu ba ko me kasa ba akwa bo misiketu ba ko. How will I focus? Try Miss Jazz, me kind we na me kofa next one aba. No bo misiketu be 3 afim. Now listen. Job creation and labor mobility. Free movement of people allows skilled labor to match demand across the continent, reducing youth unemployment and promoting skills transfer. Number 3, cultural and social reconnection. Now, this is the very important part I want you all to pay attention to. The number 3, which is the positive aspect of a borderless Africa. This is where I want you guys all to pay attention. Number 3 said, cultural and social reconnection. A borderless Africa will reunite communities, families, and ethnic groups split by arbitrary colonial borders, such as the Ewes in Ghana and Togo, or the Somali people. Now, this thing is telling us now that one of the positive impact of the borderless Africa is that it is going to reconnect cultural and social reconnection. A borderless Africa would reunite communities, families, and ethnic groups split by arbitrary colonial borders, such as Ewe and Togo. You know, when you come to Ghana, when you go to the Ewe part of Ghana, some of them are from Togo and some of them are from the Ghana part, but they are all Ewes. They all speak similar language. They are all families. But some of the families, I had friends which were Ewes, and then they tell you they have some of their family members in Togo. Now, what this benefits of the borderless Africa is saying is, it is going to allow the families to reunite and connect back. So now, the Ewes in Togo, they can now come to Ghana. They can come to Ghana and reunite with their families in Ghana, and then they can even push to also become Ghanaians if they want to, because they have the family. And that thing is happening now. I will give you guys the evidence. The same way, now, when it comes to ethnic groups, and, families, now we have troublesome ones. Not all of the ethnic groups we know now are as peaceful. Now, when you pick an ethnic group like the Fulanis, I am not saying we don't have good Fulanis. I told you, I started by lecturing you that in everything, there is the good ones and there is the bad ones. But right now, as we speak, Ghana, when it comes to ethnic group, we are lucky to have the good Fulanis. At least we have Fulanis in Ghana. But the things we are seeing the Fulanis do in Ghana, I like to be realistic. They don't go to the extent of the Fulanis we are hearing in Nigeria that are unaliving 300 people, 400 people, 500 people. But mind you, they are all one ethnic group. They are all Fulanis. The reason why the Fulanis in Nigeria cannot come to Ghana is because the border control is there. The reason why the Fulani in Nigeria cannot come and identify as a Fulani in Ghana is because of our control. But the borderless Africa is telling you that when there is the borderless Africa, it is going to, a borderless Africa would reunite communities, families, and ethnic groups split by arbitrary colonial borders. So the border that is dividing the Fulanis in Nigeria and the Fulanis in Ghana, when we have you can say a borderless Africa, one of the positive, this is not negative, this is a positive part of it. One of the positive part of it is it is going to help those families to reunite. And right now, looking at the families we have several families scattered across Africa that are stubborn. We have several ethnic groups that are scattered across Africa that are stubborn. So when it becomes a borderless Africa, you cannot stop those people from coming to your country. No. Now, let's continue. I will come to the negative aspect of it right now. Number 4 is increase political power. A unified Africa can speak with a single voice on a globe stage, increasing its bargaining power and reducing the ability of external powers to exploit this continent. Now, this is very beautiful. Who wouldn't want to see the beauty of African leaders, the beauty of African presidents all over Africa coming together to go and demand for one thing from the world stage? No country is allowing France or allowing Germany or allowing any country to come and then do them wagadre, and then they will betray the remaining. No, all the African presidents are one. And then if they are demanding for this from the Western world, if this is the way they want it to go, everybody is hitting on one agenda. It will be beautiful. But you ask yourself that in this era, do you think that can be possible? Looking at the countries we have in Africa now, looking at the status of the countries we have in Africa now, at the moment, every country is fighting one thing or the other. Every country is trying to at least, the small space they have, they are even trying, they are not being able to. Today, go to Nigeria right now. There's a protest going on in Nigeria right now as we speak. Right now, there's a protest going on in Abuja. And the protest going on there, those doing that protest, they don't care about Africa and care about borderless. They are caring about their country. How they can, they said they want a good electoral process, electronic electoral process. And then they want the bill to be signed so that they can remove this government, and then they are looking at bringing another government that is going to help them. So they are doing protests. They don't have time to come and be thinking about borderless. Ghana for no you mubino minim adia yedi just ye trimye ye too much jimmy no a droson. Yesterday someone came to say something here, and I'm buying with what the guy said. The guy said Ghana for no dudwana no enhu water. Dudwana enhu say ebia yesinko for school kolabia pon school mobile kidnap mu ina dudwana enhu san nyoma ne da san nyoma na bandits ne Boko Haram ne Ghana for ni enhu san nyoma ni bida senko for boyra kro ba ko omekum nipa bebe 100 200 Ghana for enhu bida ntino the prevention na yedin. The prevention is difficult because it hasn't happened to Ghanaians yet, or they've not seen it. But there are things which leads to that stage. And the reason why some of us are talking now is looking at what is going on across the globe. We are seeing Ghana in a way, if we don't take the necessary measures, we are going to get to that stage. Listen very carefully. If we don't take the necessary measures we are supposed to take as Ghanaians to protect ourselves from getting to that stage where they will be kidnapping people in Ghana, they will be unaliving people. Do you think, I was asking you guys a question the other day, do you think there wasn't a day where Nigeria was peaceful more than how Ghana is today? Listen very carefully. Do you think there wasn't a time when Nigeria was peaceful, very peaceful than how Ghana is today? There was that time. There was a time where their country was very peaceful than what Ghana is today. There was a time. There was a time where when they were telling them that they should watch out for the future, the insecurity and the this and the some things which is going on is going to affect them in the. There was a time where when they told them, they were like, oh, nothing will happen. What's going to happen? Oh, not. There was that time. Like the way Ghana we are saying today, and some of you are feeling as if we are talking too much. Some of you are feeling as if we don't know what we are talking about. Some of you are feeling as if, you know, we are the enemies. See, a country was peaceful like the way we are today, but because they didn't take safety measures. As a human being, your safety should be your number one priority. Safetyness. Maybe some would be say, why do you lock your doors when you are going to sleep? Why? When you are going to sleep, why do you lock your door? You check. Why lock your doors? Nah. Lock it. Why lock it? Why lock the window? No. Press the window. Window ne be lock it. For padlock ne count. Padlock ne saying 2. Your padlock ne 3. Because you know safety matters. So Ghana as a country, why won't we think about the safety of the country too? Or you don't think Ghana is important? Your house and your doors are important. Your house and your doors there, there is important for you. But the Ghana, the country which you are in, the country where the house and the door and you yourself you are in, the security of the country is not important to you. By your small door you go and lock before you sleep there, that one is important to you. And you people are pushing for borderless Africa. I don't blame those big men pushing for the borderless Africa. Those guys, they are pushing for borderless Africa because of trade. Those big men, they are into trade. You see those big men, they are into trade. They deal with you kind of saying, they deal with how do you call it, big machinery. The export from one country to the other. That is their movements. That is their businesses. So if they are pushing for a borderless Africa, probably when there's a borderless Africa, it's going to reduce some tariffs that they pay. Probably if the person is transporting goods from Nigeria to Ghana to come and sell, it is going to, Ebia said, Otuya Ebia 50,000 cedis. Example, Otuya 50,000 cedis as tax and duties and everything. Maybe with the borderless Africa, the price will reduce to probably 15,000 cedis or 10,000 cedis or 20,000 cedis instead of the 50,000 cedis they are paying today. When there's a borderless Africa, probably, some one or two things that they can export and import, and they can be doing those are the big men. But I'm coming to read yours. And the benefits, how many of you here can tell me that this benefit of borderless Africa that I read, you are going to benefit from this? How many of you here can tell me this? How many of you here can tell me that the economic growth and trade, eliminating border is expected significant increase in intra-African trade? How many of you that's trade? Job creation and labor. We Ghana and Kwana. Ghana and Kwampuna you can say borderless Africa. How many jobs do we have? Ghana and Kwana borderless Africa. How many jobs do we have in this country? And the borderless one to do my saying people will come and invest. Now they said increase political power. Also the top. Enhance infrastructure development. Open borders facilitate the development of joint cross-border infrastructure projects, transportation, energy, digital, that improves connectivity. Okay, now let's go to the negative aspect of today. We are learning. So let's go to the negative aspect of saying a borderless Africa. Number one, increased security threats and transboundary crime. Insurgency and terrorism spillage. Porous borders, if totally removed without proper management, can facilitate the movement of extremist group. They are using Google to tell you the benefits of open borders. I'm also using the same Google. The power bank knowing. I charge it for I'll be back when I'm the buy. Some of the buy. So, like I was saying, they are using Google to tell you the benefit of open borders to deceive you. And they won't tell you the disadvantage of the open borders, because they will lie you. And when you do open borders, and we have to look at Sarkodie. I watched the video where Sarkodie came to speak. Hey guys, my name is Sarkodie, and our history and our forefathers, and we have to have open borders. Now, this is the disadvantage of an African open border. I'm not the one saying it. The same Google they are using to tell you the advantage is the same Google, because everything has positive and negative. So let's look at the negative part of it and see. Number one, insurgency and terrorism spillage. Porous borders, if totally removed without proper management, can facilitate the movement of extremist groups, example Boko Haram and Al-Shabaab, across the continent. Allowing conflicts in one country is easily destabilize neighbors. So now, you hear what they said. They said allowing conflict in one country to easily destabilize neighbors. Now, you see the conflict that is happening in Nigeria, in this Boko Haram and their conflict and their Fulani thing. Do you know the reason why the other African countries are not really seeing the effects massively? Because of their borders. You remember recently when Donald Trump called Nigeria a country of concern. Oh, Soft, I've traveled more than you, Soft. That travel. I don't know why. Let me explain this and then I'll continue. I don't know why some of you, because we see people talking about Ghana or fighting for Ghana, then you start using travel. You, Soft, have you traveled more than me? Come up, bring your passport. Let me bring my passport. And then let's count stamps. Let's see countries I've been to. Let's see countries you've been to. Protocol. I say protocol. Soft. You guys will just wake up, try to travel. Have you traveled more than me? Who went to Kwachem? Have you traveled? Where have you even traveled to? Or because you are seated in UK, that is one perception most of you have. Mutukana, most UK, most Germany. You feel, you are on top of everybody in Africa. Fuck it, bro. We are more important here. We are thinking of home. Forget travel. What is travel? Are you not ashamed you are telling an African man to travel? Shameful. It's very shameful. So let me continue. Now, it says, allowing conflicts in one country to easily destabilize neighbors. Now, you see it has singled out Boko Haram there. Me, I didn't type this one. I said it, and then we are all just reading. So he's saying that if our borders are being removed, or if it is not managed properly. Now, when you hear the people talking about open borders, they do say open borders doesn't mean they should scrap the border off. They are going to manage it. But the question you ask yourself is, now that there is no open border, that the border is there, are they being able to manage the border well? Now that there is no open border, now there is nothing like open border, and the border is there. Are they managing the border well? Are they controlling the borders well? Just today they've arrested 2 guys again today. And then they were transporting ammunitions from Accra to Volta region, baby. Today, right now, about 1 hour ago. Did I save the news? Let me see if I saved it. If I didn't save it, then I'll look for it and come and show you guys. Anyway, today. This is today. Police have arrested 2 suspects after intercepting a truck carrying illegal gin and ammunition from Accra to Pandai. This is today. This is not last week news. This is just today. The one that happened yesterday is also different. This is just today. This is just today. The crime rate we are currently facing in Ghana, from Ghanaians and from non-Ghanaians and from everybody. We've not finished. Somebody said, are they Ghanaians? I'll do a follow-up on this. They didn't specify their nationality, but I'll do a follow-up later. Yeah, they didn't specify their nationality. So I don't know whether they are Ghanaians or not, but I'll do a follow-up later. With the crime rates that we have in this country, things are changing, and the IGP is currently doing its best, to arrest these people. And you are now coming to call for Borderless Africa. Now let me go back to the Borderless Africa. Let me leave this news and go back to the. You guys won't understand the reason why we are talking. When you are listening to all those content creators that are just making noise online, thinking we are the bad people. Now we finish with the Boko Haram one. Until the Ochra wa ane say, Mamin can tree. The Ochra wa ane say ye open borders are disadvantage. Ba kwa ewo hone say, Ebema, you can say a ethnic group, and you can't say what you or everybody, obi ni mo to comment section, oh, mommy, ethnic group. Oh, guys, what is the true word for ethnic group? I need it in the comment section. True word for ethnic group. True word for ethnic group. Ebusuya. Aha. And one ebusuya tin you know. Ah, say ye borderless Africa. Ebe bie kwan ma ebusuya no na komo ho abom. Enti ye we ebusuya bi wa ha. Wo mo ebusuya fo bebre na eni Ghana ha. But esan say Ghana ye wa borders dinti no. Obia ti the crew, but ye bie borderless Africa. E ma kwan ma ebusuya ni na komo ho bom. And a hands watch say so mu yi borders na etimi ma kwan ma you can say movement of extremist group. You can extremist group extremist group na ye to say Boko Haram money ade. So ye bie open borders disadvantage ba ko no say etimi ma kwan ma san kofo no timi ra ye krom anytime. Now the second one was say proliferation of small arms. A borderless environment can facilitate the trafficking of weapons, exacerbating conflict and organized crime. Yeah, the borderless ya krano. And yeah, ya chingo for ni tuo. On say sometimes so mu jimi amu ho a. O dwe ho a on ti ase. This is jimi. The borderless Africa, it has positive and negative. Now, me, I'm not saying anything new. I'm just reading the negative part. And we are picking points from the negative part. This one, if you go to Google right now, go and search negative aspect of borderless Africa. Google will give you the possible and the answers they will give you. You will see that it is things that is even without borderless, it is happening. Now we're going borderless. And you said, and you said, and you come to some good Africa. I don't know. Gone are the days. Yet Papa Nam Kwame Nkrumah time now. Population in Sudan doors from Africa no. Gone are those times where they were thinking, because that time the population wasn't like how the population is today. The people were few on the continent. The continent was the same continent. The size of the continent was the same size of the continent Africa. The size of Africa hasn't changed. It hasn't become small, it hasn't become fat. The way Africa is 1957 is the same way Africa is today, the land. And back then, the population back then, no moon shed and doors. So before Kwame Nkrumah, we'll be able to see the president of Malawi. That's a number of phones in your macro. They have to go, miles, and then there weren't many. So they were thinking of coming together. When they come together, because there are not many, they can control affairs. But right now, population-wise, boss, don't think if that thing can be. When you do that, some people just want to enrich their pockets. How can you tell me we should have the whole Africa, we should have one president? What sort of madness is that? How can this work? How can we all Africa have one president? Now, I am telling you, the people that are pushing for borderless Africa, the people that are doing all these activities here, the negative aspect of borderless Africa, some people are already doing it. Listen, the negative aspect of a borderless Africa, are they not doing it? Number one is terrorism, Boko Haram. Is it not happening? Number two, they said a borderless environment can facilitate the trafficking of weapons, exacerbating conflict and organized crime. Are they not doing it already? They are doing it already. Number three, human trafficking and trafficking of contraband. Is it not happening already? Is it not happening already? It says that reduced border control could exacerbate existing human trafficking networks, particularly for forced labor and sexual exploitation. Is it not happening already? As well of smuggling of drugs, as well of smuggling of drugs and illicit goods. Is this not happening already? So when you go to Google and you search for the positive aspect of Borderless Africa and negative aspect of Borderless Africa, you will get to understand that the negative aspect of the Borderless Africa, everything they've listed is already happening. And the people that want the Borderless Africa so that they can trigger more of these things are the people doing these things. They are the ones funding this Borderless Africa thing. They are the ones pushing the people. They will pay. And I told you they have money. They have money. So they will pay the celebrities. Sarkodie, you've seen Sarkodie's video. They will pay them. They know Sarkodie is somebody who has influence. So if Ghana boy, you guys did, I love my village. I'm not leaving my village. Pussy breaker. Why should I leave my village? What am I going to do in somebody's? I love my village. Are you not ashamed of yourself telling me that I should leave my village and go to somebody's village? No, I love my village. Somebody said you are sounding bitter. Yeah, if I'm sounding bitter, yes. If it's for my nation, it's for my country, no problem. You can take it that way. Don't worry. In fact, I'm sounding very bitter. I'm very bitter because I want the total safety of my country. I'm very bitter. I can be bitter on everybody. Once it's my country, once it's my nation, once it is my kids I'm talking about. Once it's my kids, once it's the future of my kids, once it's the future of my generation I'm talking about, I can be bitter. Like I can be bitter. Like I can be the bitters. Like I can be so bitter. So bitter. Once it's about the future security of my kids, my country, my people, I can be bitter. So we've not even seen the bitter yet. You are not coming to see more bitter. I want you to understand that one. So if you come and you say, oh, I'm bitter, oh, I hate, yes, yes. If you see what I'm doing as hate, take it like that. Anyhow, you see what I'm doing. Me, I'm not doing what I'm doing because of you. I'm not doing what I'm doing because of you. I'm doing what I'm doing because of my generation that I'm going to live on this earth. I'm not going to go and then my kids or my generation will be suffering from Boko Haram. Somebody will just come, carry gun and shoot about 12, 13, 15, 30 people, 40. Then they will be coming to meet me in the Asamado. What happened? We were just there, and some people just came with gun. Grrr. What happened? We were just there, and then, no, I don't want to go to Asamado and be receiving my generations that are being unalived. So let's continue. Then number 3, the third disadvantage. Now, like I said, today I'm not doing the man at your back is not. The man at my back, when the man at my back wanted to unite Africa, you people didn't agree. This man here, when he wanted to unite Africa, you people didn't agree. You people, you didn't agree. This man, when he wanted to unite Africa. But because today, some of you, you've messed up your country. 2 days ago, 170 people unalive in the 170. 2 days ago, 170 people. The stupid Borderless Africa people, we didn't see any of you show solidarity. You people think this generation, we are small boys, you come and be disturbing us like that. Don't see you now see the bitter. One 170 people died in Kwara State yesterday. All of you are quiet. No country, even the president of Ghana didn't even show solidarity. And you are telling me you people want to do, but you people are one Africa. Which kind one Africa? They are reporting, guys. They are reporting my life. F1. They are reporting my life. Am I reporting my life? They are reporting my life. Somebody just texted me on WhatsApp and told me that They've gotten information, said their eyes are on my live stream, and through their report, they've restricted it. They are reporting the live. They are reporting the live. Bro, don't let anybody deceive you. Shine your eyes. I'm telling you that 170 people lost their lives yesterday in a town in Kwara State. No, let's be real. Let's be real. If we are one Africa, the president of Ghana, the president of Benin, the president of South Africa, president of like musicians, like TV actors, like even the Mr. Easy of Fui, the Mr. Easy man that is pushing for borderless Africa. Your country, your own country, Mr. Easy. 170 people were alive in one day. You didn't even make one statement on social media. Oh, our solidarity to the 170 people. Innocent people. They were innocent. Fulani people just came there, finished all of them. You couldn't do a single tweet or a single message. Or just, guys, Africans. Oh, our fellow Africans. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Fellow Africans. So 170 people have been unalive in Kwara State. May they RIP, solidarity. Then Togo people will also show their solidarity. Then Malawi people will show their solidarity. Then South Africa people will show their solidarity. Then Zambia will show their solidarity. Then when you people start doing that, then you can now talk to us about one Africa. That's when we know you are one. Not when it benefits in trade. Trade no more this kind of thing. Then I will see some youth that are supposed to think sensible. You'll be following these people in the name of they want to do one Africa because of trade. What are they using the trade monies for? What are they using the trade money for? Is it today they are doing trade? Because they will block when we have one Africa, they can be trading from one country to the other. The trading they've been trading. What are they using all the trade money for? Go to your African countries. Take baller. Move around African countries and see what they are doing in the African countries. Then you are now coming to tell me that I'm not educated, I'm not wise, I'm local. When they do one Africa border, it is going to help trade. And who is the trade helping? Ghana, Accra. We leave Accra and go to some town. Go and see what people are going through. Go and see schools. Go and see what people are going through, even in Ghana here. I don't want to even go far. Ghana here, Ghana here. You're boasting as you, yeah, Ghana, no. Leave Accra. Just go to yes, we call Western region. They call Central, Eastern, baby. School and Kolati Mushian here. What are the trade giving to us? Then you are telling me that I should support Borderless Africa because it is going to help the African countries to trade with. The trading is nothing to help them trade anything. We don't want them to trade anything. Everybody focus on your country and fix your country. Fix the people, do the roads, build the schools, and stop the nonsense. You want to go and trade with African trade and African trade. What are you producing in Ghana that you want to export? More producing them. If by now, Ghana, you have companies, you are producing things, and then you are talking about Borderless Africa, that the things we are producing in Ghana, we want to start exporting the tin tomatoes, the detergent we are producing in Ghana. We have this detergent. It is called Ghana Targent. The Ghana Targent, it is being produced at Swedro. There are one office in Swedro. There's another factory in Zema South. There's another factory in Swedro West. There's another factory in Mankasim North. When you go all the way to Yeji, there's one factory there. They have another factory in Temale. It is called Ghana Targent. Ghana Targent is Ghana Detergent. Ghana Detergent, if you need something to wash your clothes, wash it very clear. Now my ground. Now I'm a advert now here. Captain Smart money, Captain Smart crowd on is also a boni. My main pet, if I for a one crown advert. I can Beneza ammonia the ade. Now my show mo Ghana, Tyree, come. No mo kita Ghana detergent, no ma be who the rule. Now ye export it at the UK, ye the big call Germany, ye the big call Malaysia, ye the big call Malawi, ye the big call Luxembourg, ye the big call France, ye the big call Belgium. It's your drew on mo fa packaging now. Packaging no ma fa keke no mo better no. Onya fa detergent na. I say, this thing is from Ghana. Wow, this is Ghana Targent. na odi esi nyoma na Ghana target no so man ne kama nti ye kwa abonten a ye flag ye bibia abo ho na ton oman no bia wiase na be hu se Ghana edrum pempenso a Ghana nso so yetimi ye bibi o Ghana ha, then people will start ordering. Then when Togo is ordering, when South Africa is ordering, when Tunisia is ordering, when Ethiopia is ordering, that is when you tell me let's have a borderless Africa in trade, I will understand you. But for now, you are not producing anything. Who is going to do the trade? The only people doing the trade are the individuals, and they are the greedy people. They are the ones that is pushing for borderless Africa so that they can trade their goods. The people pushing for this are I want to open your eyes. The people pushing for this are people that are directly benefiting from these things. They said they have human trafficking there. Human trafficking and trafficking of contraband. Is it not happening already? It's happening already. Let me even add one. Let me add one more and then hold on. Now read this one. Read this one. Read this one. I'm showing you the disadvantage of borderless Africa. I started by showing you the advantages. I don't want to be biased. So I started by showing you the advantages. And now I'm showing you the disadvantages. Then you that you are living in Kwashima, you that you are living in Sotuom, you that you are staying in Ashiam and Tulaku, you that you are staying in Medina, Redco Flat, you check if the borderless Africa, it is going to benefit you or not. Don't think about a businessman that is going to trade. They don't care about you. Listen very carefully. The businessman that is pushing for the borderless Africa because of trade, they don't care about you. They want that borderless Africa thing to happen so that they can have their comfortability and do their trades. Now, let me take you guys more. Let's go straight to reading. You have number one, security threats and crime. Uncontrolled, porous, or non-existing borders could allow armed groups, insurgents, and terrorists to move freely across the continent, exacerbating insecurity. It could facilitate the spread of insurgency, such as Boko Haram, and make it easier to smuggle WPON, DE, and other illicit goods. Now, this thing is happening already. Now, what's happening in the borderless? The next one, strain on infrastructure and resources. A mass influx of people. Now, listen. We've been crying that there is influx of foreigners in Ghana. There is influx of foreigners in Ghana. Now, you are calling for borderless Africa. It is saying here that a mass influx of people from less developed to more developed African countries could overwhelm local infrastructure, schools, and hospitals. Now, when you make Africa borderless, one of the negative aspects is there's going to be a mass influx of people from less developed to more developed African countries. And it could overwhelm local infrastructure, schools, and hospitals. So you see the way Ghana, you are enjoying your schools. And you have schools that you are going to. Aggregate 12, aggregate 13 almost school na school. Say influx ebe doors one say nipa be doors wo Ghana ha. Say ye ma ye ho kwan na say nkofo a omo kro asay. Now, what I'm saying, if you are wise, by now you should connect the people that are pushing for the borderless Africa thing. I'm not supposed to come and say it out. You say a word to a wise is enough. Now listen. What this thing is saying is, when you do the borderless Africa thing, it is going to give chance for people that are in a less developed countries, people that are in a less security, countries that are facing insecurity. It is going to push the influx of those people into countries that are developed and are doing well. And at the end, it is going to overwhelm our schools, our hospitals. You will go to the hospital. Ghana hospital no ha obekono o Ghana ni na nka wo kose bia wo yare na wo ye Ghana ni na wo ye timemu ni enti na anya no okuro mu na wo enti no bibia to no ye nhwe wo no wo bedu ho no Fulani fo fa, Igbo fo fa, Yoruba fo fa, we mo fa, Zambia for fa, Malawi for fa, omo ina go hospital what to che, omo ina so omo otumi say hospital no mbeko, omo otumi say wo abeto omo no mbeko eja because a borderless Africa, because pre enchire omo, because ya setting Africa now to ho say obi a timi ewura bia time bia ope bia tisi akra na mra ebata ho no kra no nipa dodo say no mutimeche ECOWAS I can want them say ECOWAS free protocol. What is the ECOWAS free movement? So Nigeria nimbu abontin sisi aso Jimmy. Na say wo yesa wo betia na say wo Jimmy a. Asema be catch on say we are all ECOWAS. We are all part of ECOWAS protocol. Are you mad? Do you know what ECOWAS protocol says? The ECOWAS protocol states it clearly that the ECOWAS free movement, it is a privilege that is given to every member of an ECOWAS country to go into another ECOWAS state and stay for 90 days only. 90 days, which is 3 months. After the 90 days, if you want to still stay more in the country, you are supposed to visit the immigration service of that ECOWAS country. When you go and visit the immigration service, they are going to validate your stay. They are going to give you the necessary registration and documents needed for you to stay. And the immigration service that is doing that, they are not doing that because they want to just take money from you. Yes, of course, when you go and you pay to the immigration service, these are monies that come to the states. You say you are teachers here, you are nurses here, you are away here, you are away here. When we now say immigration for any that no man go for regularize it or must stay in Ghana. Ha. Say, hey, you, where is your document? Let me check. You overstay. You pay 2,000 cedis. You pay 1,000 cedis. Or they say 500 cedis. Crown a uji ni pa baako. Na say, enkwafo ne beti ase say, hey, sisi am your ho na mo Ghana. I was saying me resident permit. Sisi an immigration for ase check here. Obi a be pre akoye. Ye benye sika di bi etua teachers, e di bi etua nurses na wo mu su say yentua mo ka no. Common sense. But before they become president and they gain political power, they lace up with these foreigners. They lace up with these foreign investors. Because on Nigeria needs a Kenyan on what they NDC ban ABIA allegedly. Mufama no NC ABIA NDC ban on Nigeria need penny wire baby $3 billion. Some Jimfanya campaign. It's a campaign was check TV. Check you can say check omo check of moto. Obitimi nyam people akon. You be a picture be circulate me say edited o say no crow. The people akon we nya moto, we nya TV, we nya omo, we nya nwa, we nya ya ka chom say sa na eto aba. Aha omo amo hwe me sisi ya amo Italy, Germany, Netherlands. Ghana fo amo amo no ne amo hwe me. Mo ko to aba. Momo ya there somebody I do check for the somebody you buy private jet ni na. Ana me boy. Comment section Ghana for am wa ma no ne. Se mo kona mo ko to aba. You buy private jet na aka ho ana. Because se Ghana no mutimi che moto ni you can say oh marriage to me life no life ni nko bi mo restriction that so red. Nya is ojuma we. Se Ghana and omo check omo ne angwa dia na say mo amu US amu to aba wo US dia mo ko to aba ya mo private jet. So you see where we are as a country. Omo bi yetimi lazy up with you can say political parties ni ntino. So political parties ni ba power omo timi nkan mo hu nsem bebre because omo di omo nsa ko she baby. Now, let me continue. When you look at the same negative aspect of the borderless Africa, it says economic inequality, economic inequality and job competition. Countries with stronger economy, like South Africa and Nigeria, must face surge of migration, leading to increased competition for jobs, which could fuel xenophobia and social tension. It is xenophobia now. The xenophobia you guys are talking about, that xenophobia is not good, xenophobia is not good. It is telling you here that your borderless Africa can fuel xenophobia. Because there's going to be competition. Because when you do it that way now, it will become the mandate of, people that are in countries where there are no jobs. Now they have the chance to come to Ghana without stress. They will come, they will get jobs, and Ghana for now, the another negative aspect, which is already happening. Now, where I'm happy about is the negative aspects of the borderless Africa. It's already happening. Oh. It's already happening. Oh. And yes, all the negative aspects of borderless Africa is already happening. So imagine so Masaya borderless Africa. I can move more. I'm here, I'm watching all of you. Okay. So now, job displacement. That is the next negative aspect of a borderless Africa. Small businesses. Now, let me finish this one and then, no, before I go on this one, have you seen the difference? The positive aspect of the borderless Africa, it doesn't benefit you the, I don't want to use the word poor. You the ordinary citizen. Nah, Jamestown, Chokone, Labadi, I don't know. The positive impact of the borderless Africa, you don't get much of it. I read the positive parts here. You don't get much of it. Those that will benefit much from the positive impact are those that are into trades, those that are into businesses, those that are exporting and exporting, those that are, trade for one more benefiting more. And those people, the negative part of the borderless Africa, they don't care about it because it doesn't affect them. Listen very carefully. They don't care about the negative part. The negative part where they are telling you that it can create a way for terrorist groups to be moving around the African continent anyhow they want. I don't know. The terrorists of one bar won't be affected. I don't know. The bodyguards be 15. They are telling you also that it can also create job displacement. On the money na ni Ghana ha kra no ma yedwuma o ma pa edwuma koye. The money na ni Ghana ha. Wono no ne ma ni na ni Ghana ha na o ma akwadwen job displacement ho. Eyewo. Wona unsu anyansa na what is so mo kan borderless Africa no nso kosom. Ye borderless Africa. Ye borderless Africa. Wo and a job displacement na be ka. Small businesses and local industries in some areas could be negatively impacted by increased competition, particularly if they are unable to compete with larger, more established companies from other regions. This one is also already happening, even without the borderless Africa. I told you that the negative aspect of the borderless Africa, it is all happening already. And we are emphasizing on the negative part which is happening. We have been on all these things since last year. Now, the people that are doing these things that it is affecting, they want to switch the attention of people to the positive side of borderless Africa. And they are pushing and they have money. So if we don't take time, they will push and push and push and push. Yeah, they're banning about TikTok. Yeah, see, I buy air money time. Minimum cases, yeah, we are sending messages. Many and call the American. In some P, in some of the doors. Now, we have another one called social disruption and xenophobia. Now, when I finish, I will go to the positive side of Borderless Africa again for the last time, so that those who didn't start with me will understand what I'm saying very well. Social disruption and xenophobia. The sudden movement of large population. Listen very carefully. The sudden movement of large populations could lead to increased social tension, as seen in cases of xenophobic attacks against foreign nationals in some African countries. Now, listen again. The sudden movement of large population could lead to increased social tension. Is that not what we are facing already? As seen in cases of xenophobic attacks against foreign nationals in some African countries. Now, when a large population of your country is moving to somebody's country, definitely it's going to increase social tension. Definitely. All the negative things they are telling us about Borderless Africa is already happening in Ghana. Now, another one again. This, I'm still at the negative part. Today you will learn health and disease control. Health and disease control. The free movement of people could make it more difficult to monitor, manage, and contain the spread of diseases, particularly in areas with weak healthcare system. I repeat, the free movement of people could make it more difficult to monitor, manage, and contain the spread of diseases, particularly in areas with weak healthcare system. Are we not crying over this already? Even without the Borderless Africa, this is the possible negative. This I'm telling you is possible negative aspect. Everything has positive and negative. So we are now at the positive aspect of Borderless Africa. And all the list that they are giving us here, it is already happening. Why won't we think of how to stop these things from happening rather than following people that are crying for Borderless Africa? Businessmen that are thinking of how to trade. You are the one, oh, kwasia, oh, now, true mukra, oh, asia, oh, jai jimyano na junya mina jumu na mkikama jenchiremo. Utrumu rukra ya ode, siya uko toileta tiro ground huto abua, ona uko didi, gabi ochida kumochi ya Borderless Africa. Heni ochre. Ghana ni ndiabe complain atro so otu kwa African country bina wentimi ankoda ana wo breda. Wana wati so si me Ghana ni na me kwa African country me brent omunya Borderless Africa. Anya wo de maya kwasi ampani ya on fancha me sama fenu kwasi. Se ya no mupo. On be so mo yesi ana afi ye ne ye ho ne afi ye didi wo de maya mo ne sa akode mo atem na abaye no bia ka se obi mbo ade sa na mo pe o. Wo de maya ka fra se me du atem. Me ndu atem ba so yanyansa on sa akode ina. Now let's go to the other one. We finish with the disease. No, disease they come here. Oh, so na mo ka say HIV adoso. HIV adoso. Na nkophobia bagana na omo che HIV. Munye hunri o. After mo ko Borderless Africa no. Mo be hu VVV, CAV, QVA, CVV. Mo be hu ni na bi. Mo be hu ni after na mo be hu ni na bi o Ghana. Borderless Africa. Ni disadvantage ni o. Now, let's go to the next disadvantage of a Borderless Africa. And then when I finish, I'll flash the positive side of Borderless Africa. Then, you, the ordinary person looking at me, you decide. I don't want to decide for you. You decide which one is good. Now, I'll say loss of national identity and sovereignty. Some argue that open borders could weaken the national identity and sovereignty of individual countries, making it harder for government to manage their own territories' population. And it's true. And it's very true. If you've opened the border and you have 20 million Nigerians in your country, you have 10 million Senegalese in your country, you have 5 million Cote d'Ivoire people in your country, you have 3 million, because people want to always be at a comfortable place. People want to always migrate. So what is keeping the people right now is because of the borders. Because of the things they are supposed to go through. If I want to go and stay in Ghana, let me check. How much am I going to pay for residence permit? How much am I going to pay for this? Or first, those it's me breaking it down. No, I can say, let me stay in my country like that. Because Ghana, no. For now, borders no. Obefa nyomem answer wetimi anya no ho atena Ghana ba mo be open borders ene ya ka kire wo hono no. There's going to be a loss of national identity. O population census now mo kan ya yesi Ghana for mo 20 million, 30 million. Mo ntimi kan biom. Now there's another one. That one there. It says uneven benefits. The benefits of a borderless continent might not be distributed evenly. Now listen. The benefits of a borderless continent might not be distributed evenly, as more developed nations or regions could potentially dominate, while others might not see the same level of growth. These challenges highlight that a borderless Africa might not be difficult to achieve without first addressing the existing economic, political, and security disparities between countries. This is all. This is all. What again are we debating about? It has said it here. Listen to the last paragraph. Also, these challenges highlight that a borderless Africa, it might not be difficult to achieve. To be frank, if you want to achieve a borderless Africa, it might not be difficult to achieve. But you have to first address the existing economic, political, and security disparities between the countries. So this is simple English. What this is telling you is, before you move to a borderless Africa, make sure you address is there economic disparities in Africa, in African countries? Yes. Is there political disparities in African countries? Yes. Is there security disparities between African countries? Yes. So they are telling you that before you think of a borderless Africa, fix all these things first. Muhu primo Ghana for. Muhu primo muhu. Tese mihu omaya omuhu pri omuse Ghana for that. Yahu pri too much. Ya pri. Nigeria for unreal omo band John Boko Haram you. Omu unreal you. Ndra na misi nipa 170. Omu kum nipa 170 se nkoko. Ndra. Burkina Faso dia onwo ye ho afia Burkina Faso president waje Burkina Faso a obomodin se Traore ye na ye bojo ne so Traore a obomodin so behwe na watimi aye Burkina Faso achechiri kro ni ye Mali obisi is now 270 oyiwa aeka muwie we mu na mu nsi anu yo mu koye borderless Africa we money na Africa for no mun kam hu mbo mun si anu yo. So right now we and you people who love the Nigeria, me and you people who love Nigeria now. No, let's be factual. Me, I'm telling you guys that if you people are sensible African people and you want to do African unity, then by now all Africans should be focusing on how to stop what is happening in that country. That is making their people run away and come to influx other countries. Have you seen the Ghana president talking about the 270 people that lost their life in Kwara State? No. Are they not human beings? Yes. Why is the Ghana president not talking about it? Is it because it's not his country? Are them the same people who said they are one Africa people? So if 270 people have been alive in one day, why is the Ghana president not showing solidarity? Why is the Kenya president not showing solidarity? Why is the South Africa president not showing solidarity? Why is the Egypt and the Malawi and the Zimbabwe president not showing solidarity? Or is it because they are not politicians? And then you, the ordinary citizens, that you are supposed to think for yourself. You are thinking for these people. Now, let me flash the positive aspect of the borderless Africa. Currency, thank you. Now, this is the positive aspect of borderless Africa. Now, all of you here, those of you that will benefit from it, if you will benefit from it, let me see you in the comment section. Number one, economic growth and trade. Existing border restriction is expected to significantly increase in African trade. In African trade, currently only around 14.9 to 18%, and strengthen the African Continental Free Trade (AfCFTA). It allows for the creation of a massive unified market of over 1.3 billion people, reducing dependency on external and non-African markets. And I'm asking you that the economic trade that they've been trading, even without the Borderless Africa, the economic trade they've been trading, what are they doing for us, me and you? What is it doing for us? What are they doing for us? Job creation and labor mobility. Free movement of people allows skilled labor to match demand across the continent, reducing unemployment and promoting skills transfer. Promoting skills transfer, no? So, yeah, promoting more Nigeria. Will you go? Because we have Borderless Africa. Will you go? You watching me, the Ghanaian watching me. If they are transferring you right now, they are go to Kwara State for job creation because you know how to sew. Will you go? We'll be saying never. Even those in Lagos won't go. You in Ghana. Now let's go to the third one. Cultural and social reconnection. This one, I don't know whether it's positive or negative. Cultural and social reconnection. A borderless Africa would reunite communities, families, and ethnic groups split by arbitrary colonial borders, such as the Ewe in Ghana, Togo, or the Somali people. So, actually, I would say, if we have a borderless Africa, the Fulani people that are not in Ghana, they can come and reunite with the Fulanis in Ghana. The Ghanaians, there's kind of saying, there are some Cote d'Ivoire people that are Fantis. The families there, they can come and reunite with their families here in Ghana. Those in Ghana can also go there and reunite with them. And we are asking you a question, say, Ghana has a Siana tribes and ethnic groups. Is this the right time to invite? Hey, me my bro, me the Borderless Africa number I'm quiet. Me just me, I'm tired. Me, I won't waste my time because, like I said, right now I'm heading. I couldn't do I say. I'm going for no money abre. So say I'm celebrities. Celebrities. I'm on my free borderless campaign. I'm on. Nansiana only park for Jenny. Sa kodia. Nansiana mumu sa kodia. Sa kodia be a video. And I bet now no cabro fuck and we have to do the Borderless Africa and Borderless Africa and Borderless Africa. Sa kodia is speaking big English. Why is Sa kodia speaking big English? Because we're watching it here. We're going to because we say ono aje ne kakra dia hye no no abet no akabro focus ya kire mo and Ghanaians will buy what Sarkodie is saying because he's a musician ometie Ghana for and I've showed you the using this year. Now they want to use hey bobo match why mo supporting the match no why Betty, how are you?
Mr. Tom.
Not out of Fuana. Bet you to Fuana.
See if what's wrong with your life?
Put on Fuana, maybe so as a moon free me. Hello, Betty. Hey. Papa, thank you. It's your TikTok. Betty. And you're Betty, your friend. Guys, someone should go there and check if she has muted me. Elvis, wow. And you're crashing my disconnecting. Now Betty knows mumu. So, I'm not sure the girl is the one controlling her phone. Only my dear, yes. You see your TikTok, no matter what. you go funny behind this age man no. Omo videos bi omo betina live no mo play. Omo nkasa. So you think say you are having a conversation with a real person. I think this is the second one that I've seen. And to know ne kasa they all can it. The other one I saw, it wasn't Ghana, it was some country, and also as and then they'll be begging for gifts on TikTok. And then I was listening to what they are saying. What they are saying and the names they are mentioning, the people watching the live were totally different. And to when some go for hustle, they've noticed that people are not smart enough to notice. So they will go and put somebody's picture, somebody's video.
Oi,
Hello.
hello, tudo bem?
Yeah, to the bank. How are you?
Batalhar?
Bataillon comme ça. Lavier là-bas. Et toi?
Eu tô entendendo nada, rapaz.
Je
Fala.
parle français? Edem. Je parle
Obrigada,
français?
Rafael. Obrigado, querido. Obrigada,
Lori.
Rússia. Obrigada,
Lori.
Gu.
Yeah, ma chérie, want to French?
Triple point, time. Hi, Brasil.
Oh, you Brazil?
Brasil.
Ronaldinho, you know Ronaldinho?
Oh, meu Deus, eu tô entendendo nada, gente. Socorro.
Ronaldinho. You know Ronaldinho? Play football.
É,
Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho. Triple time. Quem consegue vir no triplo? Obrigada, perigo.
Ronaldinho, Neymar
Rafael,
Junior.
você fala alguma coisa de inglês aí, amigo? Ajuda a traduzir isso
Never
aí,
show no Brazil
Rafael.
now, cara. Passa no céu. Thank
Alguém ajuda a Laurinha a traduzir. Eu não entendi nada.
Me too from Ghana.
Gana.
Yeah.
Hi, Laurinha.
Laurina, yeah. I'm from Ghana. Country, Ghana. West Africa.
Você é do Canadá? Canadá?
Africa.
África. Entendi.
Mini
A
papa.
luva, time, quem consegue vir na luva? Hã?
Papa, President Africa. Moi.
Ah, tá, não entendi. Boiei.
Onti brofo. Go and learn English. Brazil.
Não falo English. Eu entendi, é da África, só isso que eu entendi. Ele é da Gana de África. Eu entendi, só isso.
Jingle say I'm responding. I'm 2-6. Me, I win, okay? See, I'm winning. And I'm snap. Brazil for Momo 2.
Tá.
Brazil, US, UK for you. One so much Africa. When I'm a priest. And the guys, you see, I'm also young dances. She speaks Portuguese. Brazil from Portuguese, yes. So guys, what do you guys suggest we do? Mo person yes, I want demonstration by Kwana. Me dey down kind of measure when I'm show. And I have training a monitor system on answer. What do you guys suggest? Eba na chichi nso dia, I know they have in the shas yankasa. En kan your guess no mo dinagina. Tadi dia na mo person yes here because yamba kan yebeti. Oversee a war immigration for demonstration back on we want another demo. Miss just said let's monitor the system. For now they go to monitor until say you do baby you be say smoke say fire there you be fire. Tadi. Alright, Tadi, I'll check my DM. But for now we've done a lot. Wow. And then I'm here live and I'm here catch through be say call back a career reflection now. We've all done a lot. Trust me, because Charlie Ibo King ya din hujuma last year. Papa no be launch ankasa o. No be launching ankasa to system ni mu. Sani festival na ba be na yema wa ye can see na wan no. And can the launching set na omo twen say onipa be power. Onipa na me kan be Renata Masie. And to only pan ba power na mu ina mu pe kwan wa lanche na ye man kwan no lanche ya kagana fo bi nu ye ho ka by this time o she o de mamen kasa kra na e bia no makasa mesero ka by this time o she Was sharing when I genetic red no kita. Igwe kabana nam Ghana ha bibia. Is there wa juice a bicycle tie. Wayelem. So till last year the bojuma papa demonstration here so no. They won't say yield the results are creating the momentum. Oh, so see I will be your word hwe. Ufi omukromo na oye raw for Ghana happen nkofo ni be ba ho. Oya ufi omukromo na oye raw for pe. Nkofo ni be ba ho ufi omukromo onya ye raw for ketu bi pe no. You see Ghana ha obi ani ada ho. People saw the message and I'm glad they said, guys, let's snipe. Yeah, almost time. Guys, yes, snipe, almost snipe here. Almost after 30 seconds. Mr. Mobile snap on the engine is fixed. You 2 or 5. Yeah, 24 seconds. Guys, let's snipe. Let's snipe, guys. Menino baba acompanhar meu cor. Menino muito.
Acabou a luva. Ai, luva, vira a luva. Time bem.
Nossa, o Busto
Obrigada, Gu. Eita, lasqueira. Jogaram alguma coisa grande agora.
Hey, me just gift number. Miss Jazz is in the building. Ça va? Comme ça bien? Et la cola bien? E pignano fa un casa na meu vinho.
Obrigada, tchau.
Obrigado, tchau, mon tomorrow, okay? Ai. Miss Jazz, Miss Jazz. Yeah. Alright, me penny party through bien no. I want to beat somebody that has plenty. Mame mkopen to kwanso en lusu. Enti no jesi anamo na ye. Se mo se mo pese ye demonstration. Se mo se mo pese ye koye demonstration. Ye be hwe kwan ye be si kwanso ne ye. But for now ne dia me so suggest let's monitor the system a bit. Because at the moment they've calmed down, to be frank. Oma ba form papa. Omo content creators are no mo ye Ghana omuni na mo adjose tie. Ya you grease ne fi omo ya mo say grease na omo na ya omo say omo de fi omo krom wa ba anjo metimi aba ye rough no ya twetwe grease ni na fi omo nti omo na say no makolo omo ye comedy parrot mouth mo ni ade say omo na omo comedy no mo ye omo fuko omo nim say wo ko ye rough na wo ko ye ken so we be kasa wo Ghana ha na we be kasa tia Ghana for ya mo straight warning. Yeah, one na yanko fan ko fe chiro jingles. Yeah, ma straight warning say if you are a foreigner you are in Ghana. Hello.
Sorry, I can't play you because you have restriction. Sorry.
Yeah. Me o ma me unsa mo james am restriction say you lady na beka. Time na ye ka you know mo restriction. Me restarting my life in so I have to restart. Guys, let me restart the life. Mr. Mo, me restart to abanzo na me gifters. Sisi amenya gifters be tria. Obia ishira me kakra no. Guys, let me restart. I have to. Yes, I'm sending go for request that they won't pick because of the restriction. So I'll restart and come. Me bana my bubble matches kakra sana. Let me restart. Miss Jazz, thank you so much, Miss Jazz. Jingles. Yeah, jingles. Na mishra da na mo wana jingles try me dollars bill. Jingles. We muna me de ben bomba say na mishra. We mbisa me hwiu. We mbisa me number mpo. Me nyuma wan so akofa me number wo baby. No we try me dollars. Jingles na mishra. Guys, let me restart and come back. Mama restarting. Yes, our restriction never ha me. We restarting and then ba me bomb match san ko isa dia be san. Me so me bomb match ni bi. Yes, jingles. Miss Jazz, thank you so much, Miss Jazz. Fafa na mishra me restart ya